guys. Oh my gosh. So, I wanted to talk a little bit about foam rolling. We do have rolling and stretching on Sunday, which I think is going to be great. But since some of you already got your rollers and you're feeling sore, there's no reason you can't roll just from day to day. So, there are a couple different ways to use rollers. One is kind of more to massage muscles that are sore, and the other is to we can get these balls of muscle, and rolling them the right way can actually trigger our brain to make them release. That's like the uncomplicated way to explain it. So, if I'm just going to go down a little so you can see where the roller is. If you are wanting to, let's test it. Nothing like an imperfect video. Here we go. If you are wanting to do the more massage kind, like I'm just going to do my tricep for a second so I can show it to you, but you can literally kind of just roll back and forth at the pressure that feels good for you. That's the more massage type of one. If you want to actually work out some like muscle adhesion type of things, you are going to roll, and depending on the muscle group that's sore, you want to roll away from your heart. So let's say, for instance, hamstrings. You're going to start just about here. Now, depending on your soreness level, your balance, your flexibility, all of that, you can do one leg at a time or you can do both. That's fine. So you're just going to support yourself and roll back slow. Now, my hamstrings don't actually hurt right now, but let's pretend I have a spot. I would just hold it for 30 seconds. Roll it down again. If I found another spot, I would hold it for 30 seconds. You can do the calves as well. I like to do one calf at a time, especially because my calves do get tight. So you can just roll, like that's a spot for me, so I would hold it for 30 seconds. You can tilt your leg and do the outside of your calves. Another common one is your quads, right? So you can do both again, starting at the hip, moving away from your body. Pull yourself forward until you hit a spot and hold it. You can cross legs. Sometimes that's a little bit too much pressure because these are tender areas, so you can do both at the same time, or you can kind of lean your weight into one or the other. You can do your glutes that way. You can just kind of, glutes are harder because they're not very long, but you can sit on it and kind of roll forward and back, and if you feel a spot, you can tilt to one side and do one side or the other. And let's see what else. So one that usually hurts everybody because most people have tight IT bands, but hurting means it's actually working pretty well. So let's see if I can do it. I have a really hard foam roller. That's the other thing. You can get different levels of hardness in the foam rollers. Mine is the hardest, and they're softer ones too. So think of that when you're buying it. But one at a time, so you can just rest the other one on top. And again, roll away from the heart. I promise you'll make these faces too. And when you find a spot, you just sit there, count it for 30 seconds, and then roll down farther. I would be surprised if that one didn't hurt. You can do your lats and roll. That one you kind of have to turn open when you do it because the muscle band works that way. So you kind of start to the side and roll it open. So you can roll almost every muscle that way. So let me know if you guys have questions, if you want to be using your rollers throughout the week, and I'll talk to you guys soon.